Hi YouTube, and welcome back to all my Buster buddies. It's your big kahuna Brad, and this is Brad's Boredom Busters, your textile art channel. This is a channel where we have fun with fabric. Alright, and so on today's episode, hey, you can see I'm dressed in my winters because here in the Portland metro area we just had a snowstorm. We got about 5 inches of snow out at my house, and so I thought we'd do some snow dyeing today. Yeah, let's give the ice maker a little bit of a break and let's do some snow dyeing. So we're going to do something really simple. It's just fun to do. I'm going to spiral up a shirt and then we're going to do a multicolored snow dye. The snow out here today is a little dry, so it might take a couple applications to get enough moisture to penetrate through the spiral, but this will be easy and fun. Alright, so I've got my shirt all prepped. It's been pre-washed and then soaked in soda ash for 20 minutes, spun out in the washer, so now it's ready to be folded up. This will be simple. The only other materials you're going to really need is either rubber bands or kite string to tie it up with, and maybe a hemostat to help start the spiral, and then your dyes, and then that'll be it. Alright, so let's get over to the table and get it spiraled. So now we're ready to fold up our spiral. Always turn your shirts inside out. That way if there's any particles of dye that seem to hit the surface that weren't completely dissolved when you mixed up your dye, although we're doing ice dyeing so it's not as critical. But that's usually why you turn your shirts inside out. Just if you have some flaws, then hopefully they get hidden on the inside of the fabric and might not show up on the outside. But for every pattern, it's not always necessary. It's just a good habit to have. All right, so we've got our shirt turned inside out. This one is, if you can tell, it's rather large. This is a 3X. That's kind of why I picked this one for this project, because after it's spiraled, it'll be large and I can put lots of color on this to snow dye. So, all right, let's get all the wrinkles out, get it laying flat. So I'm going to put the spiral just about centered on the chest. So I'm going to take and bring the bottom hem up to the top of the collar. Just give it a crease so you can see a spot there. So yeah, so I want to come up just a little bit above that, which would be really about at the armpit level, and you can eyeball center. So I am going to take a pinch right about here. And then just start your spiral. Alright, so there's our spiral. That looks like that'll be nice and tight, and there's some nice pleats to it. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, and I have 2, 4, 6. I have 8 colors that I'm going to put on this, and I'll let you know what those colors are as I'm applying them or just before I apply them. But so now let me get set up for the snow dyeing. I'll get my curing tub out here on the table, and because it's still too cold in the garage to do this kind of work, so let me get set up here and then we'll start the process. And I'll probably take you out and show you the snow that I'm collecting, and then we'll get started in here. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, Busters, so I'm all set up. I'm going to collect the snow. I shoveled my driveway this morning, and so I've got a nice pile over here. It's pretty clean. It's clean enough for our project. So I'm just going to collect some here in the bucket, and then we'll head back inside. All right, now for a sprinkle of soda ash before you put the snow on. Okay, now we'll get our snow. Okay, so we've got the snow. We'll get that on. Alright, so I've got a good amount of snow on here, and that's kind of what I like about it. You can really pile it up almost easier than ice, but this snow is rather dry and powdery, so it doesn't have as much water content in it as some snow. So anyway, it should be adequate, but like I say, after this melts out, I'll check it to make sure it's penetrated all the way through. And if not, then we'll apply more snow, because there certainly is enough of it out there. Anyway, so, but when this is done melting out and penetrating all the way through the shirt, then it'll sit for another 24 hours after that. And the reason I have it indoors, because you want your shirts to cure at around 70 degrees if possible, and my garage is way too cold. So then it'll cure for the 24 plus hours, and then I'll take it out to the garage and rinse it out. We'll start with a cold water rinse to get the soda ash out, and then we'll turn it up to hot to get the rest of the dye out that hasn't adhered to the fabric. And then it'll go in the laundry to be washed in a hot water wash and cold water rinse with detergent, and also Curelon, which is a textile detergent that I get from Dharma. And then after it's washed and dried, then we'll come back in and do a reveal. So I'll see you guys at the reveal. All right, Buster Buddies, so here's the finished shirt. So I did have to do a second application of snow, and but I got great penetration. It went all the way through to the back side, and yeah, all the colors came out really well. I mean, I couldn't tell you what colors are what. I know this is my Chinese red because I started that in the center. But yeah, hey, they all came out really nice. Yeah, I have no complaints. I think it's really beautiful. The only real complaint is this one color, which is probably the blue violet. It's a little dark in the center, but beyond that, I think it really came out nice. And I like when I do, and if you watched when I applied the dye, I'll do the primary colors, you know, a big patch near the center of the spiral. But then when I went out toward the edge, I put like two other colors, and you can see here how this color transitions into the other dye colors. And so I like doing that because it gives you an interesting look, and then it transitions into other colors, other darker and this more reddish corally color. So yeah, I mean, overall I'm very happy with it. It has great definition of the spiral. And just nice, you know, vibrant colors. So very happy with it. But like I say, you know, if you get a snow day, take advantage of it, you know. You get great use of the snow and just as good effect with the snow as you do with ice. Yeah, I think this is a real winner. Hey, if you like this one, give me a thumbs up. Hey, I hope you learned something new on this project. All right, let's head over to the desk and do a sign off. See you there. All right, Busters, that project came out really cool. Hey, I hope you learned something new on this project. Hey, if you really like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming projects. And hey, if you really want to help out my channel, go to my Buy Me a Coffee page and buy me a coffee. That really helps me out. Hey, all right, thanks for watching. Love you all, folks. Peace out, baby, and go bust out some art.